Oh, it's
There's some good times.
yeah. So we're skipping over the remake of
Yeah,
Adventure, which is like it's not a lot new, but it is like the start of this style of like sprites and stuff.
yeah, it's very much these games from this era are kind of built on that engine. They do different things, but that's sort of their first stop of this new crop generation of Kirby developers. Oh no, not Chaos from the mirror that was just hanging up in our sky the whole time.
Oh, now he's a good guy, I guess.
Yeah, this is where I guess it kind of just gets nailed down. Uh-oh.
Oh, wait, no, he's a bad guy now.
Man, that was some sort.
No, I love the colors they went with. Just yellow, red, and green. Which I guess is alright, it's just that pink is the default, so...
Yeah.
Feels like we're missing like a blue, but hey.
Yeah, it's just a little weird, but that's okay. So, I didn't remember, but actually, the previous game had 4-player co-op. I mean, the remake.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I mean, it's GBA, but yeah. And now this one kind of throws it front and center.
So, we're getting to the part of the Kirby series where I haven't played very much, if at all. So,
Okay. I was wondering how much you've played this.
I started this one, and I never finished it. I remember it's very interesting.
Like, yeah, it is Great Cave Offensive on steroids.
Yeah.
It's a very, like, I call it a Metroid-style game, but you don't actually get permanent upgrades. You just bring powers everywhere, but it's got that same kind of exploration. Like, there's worlds, but, like, they, the different worlds are more like the different areas in a Metroid game than, like, linear stages.
Okay, this is a power now.
Oh yeah, Cupid.
Interesting powers introduced in this one, so you get like free flight and an arrow you can shoot in different directions, basically.
Yeah. So Red died. The CPUs are always there, but if you're playing in, and yeah, that's a big chest. That gives you the area map for this tutorial area. So L teleports you back to the beginning at any time, and R, you use a charge of your cell phone to call all your buddies to teleport them into this place. Because you can, if you're playing 4-player co-op, all 4 players could just go in completely different directions, and that's totally okay. They don't have to stay together in the slightest.
It's funny,
except when they get the bosses, because bosses have 4 players worth of health, so that's what the cell phone is for.
It's funny, like, this is in a couple of games that I've seen where it would be really fun to play it, like, with 4 people, but it's on a platform where that's very difficult, where it's like this and, like, the 4 Swords games.
4 Swords was a lot more difficult. Like,
yeah.
But you still needed a copy of every game here. Also, can I just say this is probably one of the best 1-1 themes out there.
Oh, yeah, this one's pretty good.
I fucking love the grass theme to this game.
Yeah, this one's good.
Yeah. There's a lot of different paths, and one nice thing is, like, if you see the glow around the star and up in the door, it means you haven't entered that door before.
Oh, huh. Another new ability?
Missile.
It's like high jump, but you can direct it. It's just better.
Well, I mean, you can't mow down multiple enemies. Oh no!
Oh,
Shadow
right.
Kirby killed it.
And now we're invincible.
Yeah, I think he dropped an invincibility candy or was going to throw one or something, but yeah.
Okay, so it waited there for the other Kirbys to get on the Warp Star, right? If I remember correctly.
Maybe, I'm not sure.
I think it
It's
actually
been a while.
it gives them a chance to like get on, but since they're not there, they just like.
Yeah.
Where are they, by the way?
They just, the CPUs just wander the fuck off and do their own thing. They don't actually accomplish anything, but...
Right. They get random abilities. I think one of them has the
Yeah.
Smash ability.
Yeah, they do, which we'll get to that.
Yeah.
Also, every enemy has their name appear, and
Flusty.
Mr. Losty? Are
Oh.
we? Is that well, I mean, this probably is the English version, but weird.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't remember that happening. So yeah, there's a bunch of these areas that when you hit a button, it gives you a shortcut from here back to the center, and from the center back to here.
There's something very like Castlevania about that, like the warp mirror.
Oh yeah,
Very much like Aria of Sorrow, but
yeah. Yeah, I mean that's sort of a Metroid style game thing, except Metroid doesn't do it, but Castlevania sure does.
yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to hit that because it'll break it, just like the first treasure and like, you know.
Yeah, I would say that look familiar.
Yeah, Fighter, like most of the abilities like only do one thing, just like in this one. Fighter is still crazy.
Oh yeah,
It has a bunch of different abilities. I think it has the Hadouken. I don't remember if it has the Hadouken yet.
I think so, because that sounds familiar.
Yeah, like not only is it a chargeable Hadouken, but you can also just do a fireball motion and get a quick Hadouken.
Oh jeez. The music faded out. Unusual. So it's funny looking back on this because honestly, I remember growing up a lot of the times whenever there would be a new Kirby game, mostly like these handheld ones.
Yeah.
I'd just be sitting there wondering, like, why don't they just do the Superstar thing and with all of the abilities having different, like, commands? Like, make it more beat-em-up-y like Superstar was.
Yeah.
Because it was, like, there was just a good while where they just didn't make games like that. Like, there was the Dark Matter trilogy, and then all these handheld ones kind of are more adventure styled.
Oh, yeah. So our first boss is not Wispy Woods. It's this guy who's totally not Wispy Woods, honest.
Oh, yeah. Oh wow, he summoned a mini boss.
But yeah, they didn't get back to that for a long time, like until the modern era, and I'm not sure why. Except maybe because they're building off of a remake, but
maybe, yeah. There's also the GameCube one that just never came out, or at least never got released into.
I have no idea if that would have had things or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, so each area has a pretty robust map system, which is good, because there's a lot of one-way paths. And it does point out which paths are one-way.
Oh, hey. That treasure was worth one up G.
Yeah, the small chests are just, usual Kirby power-ups.
Oh.
Although they do count towards percent, so... So, yeah, this is sort of a very transitional time. The guy who did the Dark Matter trilogy and who was also a level designer on all the other Kirby games kind of vanished from the face of the earth, as far as the public knows. And this is the last game Sakurai worked on at all in any capacity before he left. And this transitional period has some good games, but it also doesn't have a lot of mainline games. It did a lot of side stories, games with different things. Like, they tried to make Kirby GameCube, but it didn't really work, eventually. This particular game is developed by Flagship, which I had never heard of before, but is apparently a company that was composed of Sega, Nintendo, and Capcom employees working together. And apparently was a division of Capcom because Capcom folded it back into themselves. Also, this particular game, and this one only, had an assist by Dimps as well, so there's that.
Yeah. Some apparently SNK devs, so... This one's odd. Like, I get it at, like, nowadays, but I remember just coming out, it's like, so it's, like, open worlds where you have 4 Kirbys running around for some reason.
They really Nintendo really liked the 4-player multiplayer aspect of the things ever since the GameCube. No, the Game Link cable for the regular one, and then later on, all their additional link cables. This one is 4-player, and they really pushed it a lot. And I think that probably works better in Japan, where it's a very dense country and you have a lot of nearby friends.
Oh yeah, yeah. Because I didn't know like anybody who even really had those cables. Like, it's one of those things. Like, I think everyone had to have the game. Everyone had to have, or at least like one person per every two had to have the cable. And it's like, I can't even imagine trying to get like a 4-player of this up locally. It just didn't work out. Like,
things got a lot better with the DS, where they had the download play.
Yeah, definitely. That was a big thing.
And of course they had wireless, but that's technology, you know?
Yeah.
And here, yep.
Oh.
The Go Small ability. Did you know there's sprites for this ability in Kirby's Adventure? Like the original?
Oh yeah, I checked up on the cutting room floor when we started doing this, and I saw that.
Oh yeah, this game has that the weird. Okay, so like what the other kind of collectibles besides the maps are spray paint for your Kirby to make yourself different colors.
Oh yeah.
So we picked up spray paint there. Also, fuck those Scarfies.
You unlocked a customization for Kirby, but he's just like one color, so. Oh, we can.
Well, but he's shoes. It also tells your shoes.
Oh, I mean.
Yeah, you can go across the surface of the water with wheel. I don't know if that's new or not, but.
You can't give him customizable hats because it doesn't work with the abilities. This is a thing. All right.
He doesn't care about this.
Apparently not.
Yeah, there's just kind of these end areas that they just end. There's no point to going to them, except usually they're along one-way paths with treasure along the way.
It's funny to me how the little like pedestals that just give you abilities, the icon for them changes depending on what enemy gives you that ability. So like if you're like, you know, coming into a game, you're just like, what the hell is that? I actually confused the missile enemy for the crash enemy from the older games. I was like, wait, there's a crash pedestal? Oh wait, no. It just seems like this is one of those games, like, it's super neat, but it's also like I can never have played this in its like full capacity, you know?
Yeah. It's not like Four Swords, where playing it single player is nothing.
Oh.
Because it's still neat to run around, you know, like a big explory world, and you know.
That's true, but I do always feel like I'm kind of missing something by because it just seemed to emphasize the 4-player by just having them around.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a lot more optional, though. I do think this is a really fun game.
Oh no, yeah, I do like the game. I remember it being alright. I think I was still in that phase, though, where I was just like, every time they made a Kirby game that wasn't Superstar, I was just like, come on, guys.
Yeah, that's something a lot of people did. Like, but as you can see, like, Sword has an uppercut here. They're not completely...
Yeah.
They're kind of halfway between. Because most of the abilities do one thing, but there are abilities that do multiple things.
Hi, Red, bye, Red. I mean, it was definitely fanboyism on my part. That was just, that was a younger thing. Like, looking at it now, I'm like, yeah, this game looks really fun. I kind of wish I had played it more, but... I think I also emulated this. I don't think I actually ever played a physical version of it.
Oh yeah, those weird door enemies who are like, you have to kill them to get to the door, which is a mirror, because mirrors.
Right. They're amazing mirrors.
Yep.
There's a lot of new enemies on screen. Oh yeah, the fighter is now like this weird boxing thing instead of Knuckle Joe. What the hell is the thing in the upper right? Like the plant seed looking thing?
Oh, that's bomb. They're basically enemies that like drop down as bombs.
Yeah, I get it. It's just that,
Yeah.
you know, wouldn't have guessed that.
Yeah, absolutely not. Carrots.
Blocking.
Yeah, those are just enemies in the thing, in the blocks. But when you're missile, you don't care.
Oh no, he's immune to the slide.
How will we survive?
I do love just Kirby with a cell phone, by the way.
I totally forgot that he actually pulled it out in the end of 64.
Oh yeah!
How do I button help?
That was awkward. What?
Oh, yeah, that one's kind of bullshit. You just fall there. And that was a thing for the music test. The other big collectibles, sounds and music for the music test.
Hi, Gordo. Bye, Gordo. Looking at that enemy and I'm like, is that beam or is that laser?
I don't remember.
Well, we got Waddle Doos, but...
Well, if we got Waddle Doos, it's probably Beam. Ah, Bang Bang.
I love the battery pickups, just like, you really want to call your friends constantly. Get the CPUs just to goof around. I love the classic, just like enemies on a wall.
Yeah.
And then here's some ability pedestals, so they're like doing both for some reason.
Mega Titan. Yeah, this guy, he instead of like damaging him normally, you knock him back with attacks into the electric pillars on the side. While he shoots like 4 rocket fists at you.
Kinda looks nuts.
And then there's his head.
Bye, head. Oh man, if we reassemble the mirror, we can go into the dark world.
We're already in the dark world.
Oh, get out of the dark world. Oh, you can explode on the roof. I guess. I don't know what that was.
I think you could just explode by hitting the button.
Oh.
We're seeing a lot of missile use.
Yeah. Yeah, this seems like
seems to be this game's go fast button.
Yeah. I think Ball is back, but because I think the little rolly enemy that we keep seeing is Ball, I think. Blipper, that's right. I think I called them bloopers in one of the videos, but... was that a... Oh.
It's a giant present, yes.
Alright, well...
Help me! One of you has an ability, right? Okay.
Hey, we called 2 of our 3 friends.
Green. Let his battery run out. Yeah, missile isn't a great combat ability.
Oh,
Thanks.
I'm glad. Oh wait, was that like? What was that?
I think it's like present or something. That makes a bit. It's another screen nuke ability.
Just silly. All right. I don't know where Red went after that, but he immediately got the smash ability again.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's just like they're not even simulated. They're just like
No, it's random.
RNG.
Oh yeah, it is absolutely random. I remember that. Like Green's got cooked now. He's just holding on to it. Ah! They set up a trap for him.
Drown everyone.
Bye, whatever that was. And then Parasol is just Parasol. Not really an enemy
It's
tied to
literally just a parasol. Because the enemy is the parasol itself.
Oh, yeah.
Jerry.
I want them to bring back the, whatever that thing is, like the Japanese Parasol ghost thing.
Oh.
That needs to come back, like, come on.
Yeah, I don't think that ever comes back again. They're done being really Japanese.
Yeah. I love it in, like, when Kirby has abilities in, like, Smash Brothers games. It really is just English, but it sounds so goofy that it doesn't really come off that way. It just comes off, like, very Kirby.
Yeah, Kirby makes sense that Kirby can't say words very well.
Yeah. Like, what was it, like, Reticle Light or whatever the hell it was?
Auto reticle.
Auto Reticle.
Oh yeah, and this game has the super suck, where if you hold it down, you get the super suck, which lets you super suck up the big enemies and pull those little blocks. Oh right, there's heart containers in this game. I forgot about that.
Oh.
We just got a heart container.
That's a good icon for Cutter. Yeah, that guy up there. I think that's Ball. He just, like, rolls around. I think mostly it's just, like, whatever was Adventure, we just have those sprites lying around, so we can probably keep all these abilities.
They didn't go too hard with it, but they did, you know. They didn't make it obnoxious.
Yeah.
Oops. Guess I'm not getting that one up.
Not very creative with the, some of the enemy names, though. I mean, I know Rocky isn't all that much, but Giant Rocky seems a little lazy.
Oh yeah, UFOs in this game!
Yeah, well, it was an adventure, so...
Yeah, but it's such a special, you know, thing.
Yeah. Hell, it was actually the very beginning of the video. It was like the first ability one of the random Kirby's got.
Oh.
Just, it's like, alright, well, right out the gate.
Oh yeah, those steel blocks. There's a number of blocks in Kirby's Adventure that you need, like, either hammer or UFO or, like, fireball. And they made them steel blocks in the remake to make it more consistent, and they reappear here.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Oh god,
wow.
I forgot about that. What special cell phone animation. I love that it's wearing a life preserver.
Yeah. I guess when the CPU Kirby's die, they just go, like, to the start or whatever.
Probably, yeah. I mean, I think that's what you do, or... Well, no, you would probably restart the room or something. I'm not sure. Don't remember. Team Kirby Dance!
Where were you, Yellow?
Oh, that was a random bit of lag.
I was wondering.
Oh yeah, if you don't kill them with like a ranged attack or a really fast attack, they just burrow in and you can't kill them. And then I think you could just go far enough away and they stick back out, but you know.
Very speedrunny long play. Not so much randomly putting themselves to sleep.
Well, this is a game you definitely have to plan out a route for.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, burning.
Burning. Yeah, so we still have burning and fire, I assume.
I don't know actually if we have fire.
It'd be a weird thing to not have fire breath. But at the same time, I don't know.
Yeah, the one's a pretty basic ability, and yeah, I don't remember exactly which abilities were in this game, and kind of sticking to what we need instead of like, you know, trying them out. But
You know, I wanted to mention this because I just remembered this after we did the Kirby 64 video.
yeah.
I forgot that game had like mini games in it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It had like a 4-player like mini game circuit thing where you could I don't know, it's just like it had like a point system and you can just do these mini games back to back and see who gets the most points in them.
I forgot that part was set up, but yeah. Oh, there's fire, and I think there was some sort of elemental weakness going on there because holy shit.
Oh yeah, no kidding.
But yeah, like all these games, I have those mini games in them, like all of them.
Yeah.
Like there were 3 brand new ones for the remake, and this game has mini games too.
I think the remake has the one that's like you're on a star like grinding on rails.
Oh yeah, yeah, that one.
I remember that one. I'm trying to remember the ones in 64 because I remember there's the one where you're jumping on the lily pads and like racing to the ends. And then
Yeah, by hitting the right button.
Yeah, yeah. You can jump forward 1 or 2 spaces, but you have to make sure not to jump in a hole. And then there was,
Don't jump in a hole.
Yeah, I don't need to fall here or whatever. And then there's one where you're like catching fruit falling out of the trees. I'm sure there was a 3rd one. I just can't remember what it is. I remember having a little bit of fun with that. Just like had this like multiplayer thing going on. Which I mean these games did too. It's just they're, you know, Game Boy Advance, so as we said. Prank. I love that they just wander off.
Yeah!
Like, they're just really just there just because you could be doing 4-player. I don't know if we have freeze, but we definitely have ice. Bye!
Later, loser.
We're never gonna see Ball, are we?
We're never gonna see if there's a ball, because who wants ball? Except maybe there will actually be a ball area to get a ball. Wow, that was really genius on the downwards hit butt thing there.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I like that there's a chest with a 1-up right above a 1-up.
I love just the fish enemies that ambush you.
Okay, look, that has to be laser because I mean, look at this area.
Oh
It has
yeah.
so many fucking right angles.
Yeah.
Big hunk of meat. Oh right, he's using the L button to go back to the beginning.
Was the meat necessary?
It's a chest, so
Oh.
chest count per percent.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
I think the map tells you where chests are. Like, if you have the map.
Oh, this thing. Then bye.
I'm sure we'll see him again some point.
I think that's Fighter?
Yeah. He's a boxer dog.
Also, there's just a small cooking enemy now, which is interesting.
Well, they wanted an inhalable one, I guess.
I don't know, cook is a weird ability to make, like, more readily available.
Not... It's a little weird, but not that weird, given Crash.
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
I think the small star instead of big star means it's a one-way door, too, so... There's a lot of door coding.
Ah. Naughty. This is just a Lemmings level. It's the polar
Pretty
tribe.
much. That was a really long room.
Yeah. That was a really long, I wish I had stone. Hey, we can become pink?
I think that is just pink for if you're not player one.
Ah. Hey, tornado.
Funny how often they give you cell phone power-ups. Like,
Yeah.
seriously?
I think they expected your Kirby friends to, like, just die a lot. Because they're really dumb AI, so... They're like, hey... Which, I don't know, it honestly just makes it seem weird that they even made them wander off to begin with. Oh, there's spikes on the ceiling now.
It's the
Whiz.
Wiz!
Good job, Wiz. Football!
Football.
We like doing the opposites, apparently.
I mean, there's no real order to the levels,
Yeah.
except the arbitrary numbers attached to them.
I was gonna say this probably would get confusing, and then I remembered we have a map. Probably explained a lot of it.
Yeah, the maps aren't too hard to find either, so... I think you still get...
Couldn't get in that hole.
still think you get maps of where you've explored, even if you haven't picked up the map power-up.
Oh, hey, Red's in this room.
Yeah.
What's up, buddy?
Here, be invincible.
One player mode of this is just like Kirby does everything, and the other three are just like, I helped.
I know what I'm doing, I swear. Are you talking about those blue enemies? Because I think they're just neutral enemies with no power.
I really thought they were ball enemies.
Oh, nice usage of the double star.
Yeah.
Like, I think the ball enemies were more ball-y in Kirby Adventure. Like, even more ball-y than that.
Well, yeah, but they haven't reused all their enemies.
Well, we found the exit to this world. Hooray!
Bye. I can't get over the music fading there. It's weird. It like gives me vibes of like when CD audio does that, but this is a GBA.
Oh, yeah.
So I was like, wait, that's not it.
Why, you didn't have the GBA with the CD players attached to the
GBA
expansion port?
CD, yeah. It's a lot better than the GBA 32X.
The box boxer.
Oh. It made a punch sound even though it hit nothing.
Punch.
Goodbye. I'm wondering if you actually have to do those to get a percentage.
I don't think so. Maybe, though.
It's possible. Chip! Oh, there they are. That's just... yeah, just an enemy that's hiding in the blocks?
Yep.
And you kill them by hitting them because they're blocks? I don't know.
Yeah, I assume there's some sort of threat if you don't have a power, but I don't look like the likes of this shit.
Getting the fuck out. Oh, okay. I'm very glad that yellow has, well, that clinches it, because, yeah, there's, what'll do, pedestals and the beam enemy pedestals, so... was wondering what that beam enemy is called, and I'm like, it's probably something like Beamo, just to make me feel dumb.
I think he's Laser Ball.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah!
Lots of wheel, lots of rocket. Missile. These golem guys are interesting. Are they actually stone?
Yes.
Oh, here he is.
Oh, yeah, this boss.
That just came up out of nowhere.
The mini boss is just like, yo, here's a mini boss. This is totally ordinary mini boss, just like every other mini boss, right?
So yeah, this is Smash Kirby. He has the smash moves. He has like all of his B moves. Oh yeah, and then neutral.
Oh yeah, since yeah, neutral's jabs, since you know.
And hail and all. So, well, I guess the sword now does that. That cutter.
It kind of does that. Like, yeah, in this game it does, yeah.
It is weird though, because yeah, these are all just other abilities, but it's like a weird mixed bag now.
Yeah. It does kind of outclass Stone, poor Stone, but
Yeah. Stone has always had it rough, let's be fair.
There we go. Whee!
How do we beat the current? I get the feeling we actually don't. We just have to come in from a different area.
Very important when we pick that up.
Yeah, give me that.
Very
Give me that
important.
beautiful, useless pickup.
What? I'm already maxed out? Don't say that to me. I just love that switch is like, you idiot, you pressed a switch that led to nothing. Here's some spikes. I'm not sure all these currents actually have a passage on the end where the current is coming from. I think that's just where the current is coming from.
That didn't make any sense, but alright. Alright then.
Those
Yeah,
are some iframes.
Yeah, you know how in Kirby, in Smash Brothers, Kirby just becomes invincible when he's jabbing? That's why he's the most broken character in that game. What is this, Melee at this point, still?
Yeah. Because Wii is,
Oh,
Brawl. Oh yeah, neutral air.
Oh, yeah. Since this is Melee Kirby, is the one with the dumbest hammer. Although the air one is pretty good for this game.
Yeah.
It's funny to me thinking now, like, they changed Kirby a lot in the, like, between Smash generations because, like, he's always been kind of bad.
Yeah. That's not how you're supposed to push that around. You're supposed to call your friends and then team suck it.
Oh, yeah! They all have abilities, though. I can't imagine what kind of nightmare that'd be.
I think I remember in these specific instances, it's pretty good about, you know, them doing what you want them to do, and like when you need them.
Right. So now we become Metal Kirby, so that's nice. Yeah, this one just kind of does it all, doesn't it?
Yeah, because it's really flexible, which is a lot of powers aren't. But it also covers a lot of the important, like, things you need to hit switches.
Yeah.
It really does it all when you consider that you do the up B to push block somehow.
I don't know how the fuck that was happening. He's really missing the voice clips. If you press select to discard this ability, he taunts. Man, Hammer's kind of awesome in this game. I mean, Smash Hammer. What? Huh? Okay. So Cutter can do amazing things, too. Smash Cutter. I don't know, this is weird.
Final Cutter.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Also, I think that's Laser Kirby that Red has up there.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It's become a mad scientist.
It's become the meme is Laser Kirby.
Oh, jeez.
The legend that we will never see, but thanks, Haley.
Oh yeah, we've never actually seen Laser halfway in anything.
No. Well, no, we saw it in Adventure.
Did we actually use it? I forget.
Yeah, there was at least one point where there was Laser bouncing off walls. Did we actually use it? I don't know.
I don't remember us actually using it.
I know you have to do it to get to a thing, but I don't know if that was a button or just like a one-up, so...
Wow, that hammer hitbox.
Let's just give it all the priority. Screw balance, there's no need for balance, you're fighting dudes.
Yeah.
Is Chip going to get mad and place angry reviews on YouTube? No, he's not.
Shooty? What is Cutter doing? Why does it not obey any laws?
Cutter gives no shits.
Snooter.
I think if you get hit by that guy, he like latches onto you with his mouth. Pengi.
It's a prank. Just don't know if it really does anything.
He just rolls at you going, hi!
I love that even, like, I don't know if regular Stone does this, but this version of Stone will roll down hills like it doesn't in Smash Brothers.
Yeah, regular Stone does that.
Hey, it's Fan.
The jerk who will pick you up and throw you, like, at every opportunity. I don't know if he's like, listen, this game, but oh god.
So there's like suplex or backdrop or whatever.
I don't know if he has it in this game, but
Yeah, I don't know if we've seen that. That's a lot of screen shake. Kirby gives up. Well, Yellow got an ability for about a second.
oh yeah, it's kind of a rarity, but DDD doesn't appear in this game.
Oh yeah.
That is super rare.
Yeah, it is. Slowly coming down on him.
What a flamer.
Flamer. Oh no.
He's gonna yell at us on the internet.
Post negative comments on Chip's review. Call back, hell yeah.
Kirby's just standing there like, what? What?
Pinkman's just like, hey, have you done anything? It's like,
I
no.
killed every enemy on this area. I will now go into shut-off mode.
Scared it off. Ugh. It's amazing to me with all the different collectibles that are in this game that they still found time to just put in, like, random health pickups. Is there, like, a different ending if you collect everything, or is it just...
Just percentage.
Okay. Because the actual main goal is just getting those mirror shards.
Yeah. Obviously, some of the things are kind of nice to get, but,
Yeah. Also, Golem.
Yeah.
What? Why does Cutter do this?
Cutter makes you completely intangible, because fuck it. Yeah, Candy Constellation is kind of hard to get to. You have to find, like, warp stars, and it's kind of a big loop that's kind of hard to figure out how to get to the actual boss.
Oh.
Definitely a confusing place.
I like the idea that Kirby just spray paints himself. Whenever he wants to mix it up. As far as I know, that's also the only game where that's actually a thing, is the... just like you have all sorts of different colors you can pick.
Squeak Squad has it too.
Oh, okay.
Disrespect all collision.
This doesn't explain why the fuck he's invincible when he's jabbing.
Yeah, I don't know.
This ability is wild. The CD?
I think that's the sound test itself, as in you unlock the sound test.
Oh.
Not sure though.
No, just fuck that guy, I guess.
Well, that was fun.
What did we do all that for?
I don't know. Maybe he's trying to visit every room. I don't know if that's part of 100%. I don't think it is, but it might be.
I mean, he killed a random guy in it too, so...
That's just kind of you're there. Yeah, or maybe just forgot something, you know? Just an S on your head.
Yeah. I love it doesn't have anything associated with it because it's just Kirby.
Yeah. Smash Kirby doesn't have anything on his head.
Ow. That hammer hitbox, Jesus. What? Maybe this is based on Brawl because he just randomly tripped. That's a very hard to get cherry, I guess.
You want this life? Come get it.
What? Alright. Does this flare have like a cheat code on to not take damage? Because what the fuck is going on?
Everyone knows how insane its priority is. Oh yeah, this place is just full of high tier items.
Every time.
This is something I definitely didn't realize as a kid, how busted that ability is.
Yeah.
Then again, I don't know how often you drop abilities when you get hit in this game.
Kirby sprites have such a thick outline. Whereas his body does, his feet don't. Or, I don't know, it's...
Might be just a product of the GBA.
Oh, yeah.
Later, loser.
Was there like a little sting that played?
Yeah, there's a little sting whenever the Dark Kirby shows up. And Dark Kirby just kind of sits there, and then he goes back. But if you kill him, you get an invincibility candy.
And then we immediately went into this room, which didn't allow us to use it, so... Game's a little weird.
Obviously, the plan is to grab that and then hitch a ride on someone else's cell phone to a boss.
Ugh.
Oh my god, it's finally over.
Apparently we couldn't abuse that to get that one-up.
Ah, there's another one here. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of in a weird place. Definitely can't get it with Cutter.
Yeah.
Final Cutter.
Final Cutter can do a lot of things, but it can't do that.
Can't go down.
I mean, who knows? Discovering new things every day. The big versions of enemies are a little weird.
Yeah, the idea is to highlight the super inhale, but it's kind of just like a silly mechanic.
Yeah.
Because you have to super inhale those, obviously. Does this game have the flaming hammer uppercut yet or not? It might not, given it has smash fucking uppercut, but it might.
Yeah.
If it does, we'll definitely, and he gets to a boss or mini boss with it, we'll definitely see it. Because it fucking hurts.
I'm getting sick of this room.
Yeah, there's some kind of repeaty rooms that happen a lot.
I don't dislike the non-linearity to this game, but I do tend to prefer more linear Kirby games to this.
It makes this one unique.
Yeah, for
What it
sure.
does.
Yeah. As it is really a lot like Great K Offensive as its own game, almost.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you still have dashing attacks with the hammer. I think most of the weapon abilities are a lot of the ones that kept a lot of their moves.
Ah. Have this. He's back.
Oh, yep, there it
is.
is. I think this is the first game where it becomes that crazy flaming uppercut that does a ton of damage, and that sticks around for a long time.
I mean, that's not dissimilar to what it looks like in Superstar, but it wasn't nearly as good there.
Yeah, that's why I remember it, and it's so notable, is because number one, it's in a lot of games where there aren't a lot of moves to your moves, and number two, it is just it's the highest DPS of anything in like nearly every game after this. It is the arena weapon of choice. It murders the shit.
Oh, gave up that quickly.
Oh, well, you can't go fast. I mean, you can go fast, but not like this.
Ah! Bye! Oh shit.
Here they are.
I forgot about this. And or have never seen it. Goodbye, hands.
Yeah, we just like the goon squad on them.
Love them all pushing each other out there.
What a glunk. Oh yeah, they do. They're kind of a Scarfy type enemy.
Yeah.
It's kind of scary if you don't have an ability.
Oh yeah, the slide attack's different with the sword. Might have always been that way, I actually forget.
I think it wasn't, because I don't remember any slide altering moves in Superstar, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, not sure. flying spin kick thing is,
Yeah.
that's pretty wild. This is Tatsu.
That's a lot of work for the map. Oh yeah, he has a drop kick.
I just noticed there's... The red one has a blue bandana, which it had a white one before, so...
That might be... Because I think blue bandana is, suplex.
Right, okay. So that is here.
And or backdrop.
Right. Hey buddy, bye. Now he's a UFO. I hate it when that happens. I'm blue.
Wow, he
Alright.
might get to survive for a little bit. Yeah, fuck it.
Fuck him, I guess.
Oh,
Throw!
it's
That's right.
throw. There we go.
Moly! What the fuck?
Oh yeah, it's an active hitbox while you're holding onto it.
Wow.
Hello.
Pronto bird.
Bye, cooking.
It's just cooking.
Oh yeah, magic.
Magic.
I don't know if we'll see magic, but it's an ability.
Magic. Do you remember what it does?
It could be a screen nuke, but it could also be an actual ability. I forget. Well, I was writing down the letters that each things start with because they're alliterative again.
Right.
But I don't think RMCMCOP something C stands for anything in particular. So. So I don't think that tradition is being upheld.
I was wondering that when we started seeing these. Especially because they emphasize the first letter there.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Because, like, in the modern era, they do that again.
Ah.
Pictured. Mustard.
Hey, we got a big spider web. I love the enemy names that aren't even names, they're just like nouns. It's Twister. It's like, well, alright.
Bogus.
Okay then.
Yeah, they just gave Final Cutter to Sword.
Yeah.
Because they're willing to do extra things, but they don't have, like, jabs like that game has, or, like, close attacks.
Yeah, they don't have throws. Aside from, I guess, Fighter has one, I think.
I don't know. Obviously, there's throw, but, you know.
Right, yeah, right. I think you just take the ability of being small.
Reminds me of the mini mushroom from Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah.
Super Mario Brothers.
This does not sound like Kirby music. Ah! Help! It's a plane! It's scary.
Oh god, it's playing. Oh yeah, sometimes they come with food, and then you end up with like 3 stars in your mouth, and you're just like... Fuck 'em.
Wow.
Double star is strong. I don't think the triple star does anything more than double star, but...
Oh, yeah. Bye, fuckos.
It's kind of weird that they gave him his pain noise voiced, but
Oh,
nothing
yeah.
else. Of course, this was the era of GBA remakes infamous for putting voice samples on everything.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I very briefly played, I think it was a Mario Brothers 2 one. I want to say.
Yeah. Oh, that thing's a tech demo.
Oh, yeah, there was a Link to the Past one, I believe.
Yeah.
That added, like, all the Wind Waker sounds
Yeah.
for his voice, and then... I just remember there's at least more than one Mario game where they're just like,
Well,
here, there's a bunch of Mario voices and on old games, so it's like, alright, sure.
Yeah, all the remakes they did. They did a remake of everything except the first one, because they already did one remake for Game Boy Color for the first game.
Oh,
they did,
right.
But then they did 2 US, Japan, 3, 4 World, and Yoshi's Island 2. Or Yoshi's Island, I mean.
Right.
With the wonderful title, Super Mario Advance 3, Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island. Because that subtitle doesn't exist in Japan.
Right?
Super Mario World 2 thing.
Oh, of course.
It's just Yoshi's Island.
I always thought it was weird to call that a Super Mario World sequel. Like, I kind of get it, but... eh.
I guess they just felt a little self-conscious after having, like, 3 games on the NES. 4 even, technically. And then they had 1
Oh.
on the SNES.
Yeah. I just realized that's basically the same thing that Dynamite Headdy does. He has the small head.
Oh. So apparently we do have to enter rooms, because otherwise I can't think of a single reason we just did that. Either that or we're going for map completion.
Really 100% it.
Reminds me of the weird gimmick categories for, like, Super Metroid, when, you know, you have the big run community and they eventually just get bored and start making up new categories. Map completion, which is the, you actually fight Spore Spawn, category.
Hey, I'm in a speedrun community. It's small, but we still get fucking bored.
Oh, yeah.
That's what we have.
I mean, hot tub percent.
So we have a live on 25.
Oh, wait.
I don't know who came up with that. It's like, well, you have to play as Earl, and you can't use presents. But,
Wasn't it a joke on, it was talking about how Earl was so bad, and then it was a joke on, no items, Final Destination. Earl only. I think that's how it became, right?
That sounds about right, yeah.
That's why it's all, you stop at level 25. It's Final Destination. Because that's the most random part of it.
Yeah. It's true. I kind of thought it was just like, well, you're not getting shit pieces, so when you get to 25, there's really nothing to do, so... when you've done it, you've done it. What is with that? Shadow Kirby. Ugh.
It makes a point of how Shadow Kirby appears and there's this thing, but he's not actually a threat. He's just Shadow Kirby. It's just kind of a thing to read in between the lines. Except you can kill him and get an invincibility star, so, you know.
Yeah. Alright.
Yeah, depending on what angle you come at this area from, you get different powers.
Well, he's just big in this game.
It's not too much bigger, I guess, but maybe a little bigger. It is a smaller screen size, though.
Yeah, and he's like, by comparison to Kirby, he seems pretty damn big. When, like, you know, in the older games when he was a much smaller sprite because...
Oh yeah, Kirby's kind of smaller, yeah.
Yeah. I was just about to... Ugh. Yeah,
As you can see, Tornado is kind of nerfed a lot.
I was gonna bring up...
nerfed a lot in the remake.
Yeah, yeah. I don't remember being very fast. I have to wonder if that uses sprite scaling or if that's actually just a small sprite.
It probably just makes a small sprite, because scaling something down that far, downwards, doesn't work well.
Yeah, it's true.
It would look like total shit. Oh, I wish we had down B.
Hi, Green. Green and yellow are doing something. I don't know.
Green had to go back to his home planet.
Can't really escape these puzzles, though. Alright.
Yeah.
Alright.
Seems to be back-ending that puzzle rather than the intended way, but
Yeah.
who cares?
They're just hanging out in the hub world now.
Oh yeah, I think that's when the game gets laggy, is when you're near the other Kirbys. This, like, within run room, because I think in that case it actually is simulating the other Kirbys moving around and being AI.
Oh.
Like, if they're somewhat near you. Have we even set foot in level 8?
I don't think so. No. Okay. Is that just like a big laser enemy? That floating metal thing?
I don't think it's a laser enemy,
Huh.
but it is a big enemy. That's for sure.
Beam or laser or something like that. It just looks like... Yep.
Yeah, one of the other exits to Candy Constellation. I just love the missile helmet, which is just the cap of the missile, so it looks really weird.
Yeah, he's got a swimming cap on. Mustard Mountain.
Why is that enemy called Foley, the bomb enemy that doesn't look like a bomb? Whee! Get him, little buddy.
I'm gonna take that UFO. Oh, he sees it.
Eyes on the prize.
I want to say that gives you magic, but I could be wrong.
I think it might. Also, it's a good time to pick up a UFO when we get into the thing that takes away your UFO.
I like the
They
beginning.
really didn't need these, like, level ending things.
No, I didn't realize you lost your ability when you did that. Jesus.
I don't think you lose all your abilities. I think you just lose UFO.
Oh, right.
Because the holdover from, you know.
Yeah. Flosty.
I'm partially wondering if there was a revision that's fixed that, because I don't remember that.
Oh, that guy gets pissed. No. The hell?
That's a very abstract bomb block.
Yeah. It's a very unusual setting for Kirby.
Yeah.
Ta-da!
By pulling those two switches in two different areas, we have a really weird shortcut.
Oh. Now we become orange.
I must become orange and kill.
Well, that didn't last us.
That was scary.
I just got reminded of a stage in Shaq Fu. Just a weird thing to think about. Now I have to ask myself the question, is this fire or burning?
One of them's fire. Oh,
I mean, the boss. We got all of them on screen, damn.
the world may never know.
I'm just looking at the long play archive video for Nightmare on Dreamland, which I don't know why I love the fact that it just has like a Game Boy Advance SP in the corner of the thumbnail, just randomly.
Hey, we're in Radish
Oh,
Ruins. We're
hey.
in World 8.
I also like remembering that the box art for Nightmare on Dreamland is like just Fighter Kirby. He's very angry. It just seems kind of a weird choice for a remake of Adventure.
There's a lot of styling influence from the anime.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of great cave offensive, here's a very great cave offensive song.
Two?
Yo, I'm just chilling.
Hey, Kirby, what you doing down there? We did it. We made the
We
whip.
hit all the buttons.
Wonder why we waited so long in this area.
I guess just because we can do it in one go. It's not really integrated with the other ruins areas, maybe? I don't know. Just the way the route went.
Does this help solve the acronym mystery?
Copperk.
What if it's in reverse?
Copkirk.
That's what, yeah, that's all the colors of the rainbow. They just made the arena into a world. Okay.
I remember that's a thing you could do with Fireball in this game, in at least Adventure Remake, probably Adventure 2. You just kind of slam yourself into the wall.
Oh. Huh.
Yeah, he didn't break that, so get to friends.
We weren't scared of that one. It's weak
Well,
to
that's because we
ice.
didn't have Missile.
Ah,
Missile is a terrible combat ability.
that's true. Are they just big on cherries in this game, or...? Okay, yeah, there's the meat one, too. I don't know, I just see a lot of
Yeah, I
cherry.
think the meat has 2 health and the cherry has 1 or something like that.
Oh.
Yeah, they don't have the full palette of foods like they did in Superstar. It's another thing that doesn't come back for a while. It's just like... all the food. Beep! It's not useful if you haven't pulled this switch.
Fair enough. Ugh.
Aw, here we go again.
Yep. If I was this person, I'd be worried about the other Kirby's taking that ability from me.
Party! Just throw some bombs on you.
Let's chase that parasol. Raise it to the top. Oh.
We're here. Jerry!
This area just has no music. Alright. Ah.
Now it has music.
They keep putting it in the stupidest places.
Look at me block everything. It was dark midnight.
No. Stone. It's weird how, like, everything has a new style except the Gordos. They look exactly like they did in Superstar. Leap? Oh man. That's a dumb enemy name. This is also a very unusual setting for Kirby.
No, it's very crazy. It's like Great Cave Offensive was kind of like that. The ruinsy area.
Yeah.
I like how nowadays you look in the upper left and you think that's like your system power.
Oh, right. This.
Big Waddle Dee. Just reminds me of something they do to show off sprite scaling, but that's not sprite scaling, it's just a big sprite.
Yeah.
Go, my minions! See, look how they continue to slide on that point after
Oh,
it's
yeah.
over. It must be hard-coded to slide it like that specific, like, point in space. Oh, they hit stop. Oh, yeah, this area. It's like that one area in Kirby's Dream Land 3, but with a cannon in the middle.
Oh, I see. Don't want none of that. Seeing the game run like this makes it feel really fucking weird. Like you're just going all over the place.
It does end up like that. I mean, you have a lot more idea of where you're going because you're checking the map often.
Right, yeah.
Whereas we're just like have no idea what the layout of the big picture is.
We have no context.
But it is there is quite a bit of just wandering.
That's just in the wall.
Yo, what up?
Not in a slot in the wall, it's just in the wall. Whatever. Whoa.
Oh, yeah. I think one of the buttons or whatever opened this up. This is the ability room. Oh, yeah, that's what happened when we got all the 8 of the thingies. Or that thing appeared, remember?
Yeah, yeah.
Or we hit all the buttons, that's it. Yeah, it's just the classic, here's every ability in the game in one room.
Right. It seemed to cause some lag, too.
Well, I mean, we were around the hub world, and the CPUs tend to hang out in the hub world.
Oh, yeah. Oh, hey.
Yo, cut that shit out.
Okay. I've been exposed, ergo I no longer have color. I get the credit.
Here, have this.
Get it. Master.
The master.
It's the Master Sword.
Yeah, so this is your endgame super weapon. Once you get to this part and you go back to the middle, like it's actually standing underneath the portal, and you can use it to explore the regular world.
Oh.
It breaks all the blocks, like hammers and stuff. So aside from stuff like Mini, you can use it to do everything. Also, this thing has like 9 million phases.
Is this the thing from Adventure? Yeah.
No, the design is very similar, but no, Dark Mind is its own thing. It's a very similar design.
Yeah, I remember this now. Like, I think I saw a speedrun of this, and it's like, it just feels like you do the same fight like 8 times.
Yeah.
It's a little weird. Oh, it's for each of the different sections, I guess. Maybe.
I don't know. I don't think you do like 8. Like, even I would have thought that excessive as a kid.
Well, let's count them. Here's 3.
Yep. Bye.
Bye, Yellow. Background's cool. No teabag, Dark Mine. Good, 2 of them don't have anything.
I'm glad you just died.
Oh, they were useless. Oh, he took damage.
It's 4, and then it's the core phase.
Well, now Red's a magician, so... Oh.
Magician Red?
Yeah. It's, dark matter, but... fiery? Maybe a robotic? I don't know, that's the design, alright.
Yeah, this guy's not very memorable.
Have some mirrors!
My game is about mirrors!
Proton cannon!
I
Speaking of
flipped the
mirrors.
screen!
Alright, perform your magic.
Oh, yeah, I see. It's a roulette summon power. We actually summoned Meta Knight
Yeah.
instead of getting like the ordinary stuff. That's an ice bomb like the one Marks has if you feel destroyed, if I remember right. Here you go.
Oh. Oh yeah, no, this is, yeah, Kirby games. The last fight has to be, like, a completely different gameplay style for whatever reason. And
for those of you who are photosensitive...
Oh, for God's sakes, I forgot about this. So this is all just a joke then. Pull to win.
They show up a lot. They're like the Mario fan club or whatever, in that they seem to be a testing group that a lot of people use. You know, QA.
Right, yeah.
So the first time I ever beat this game, it's soft locked here.
Oh no!
It just never ended. You went to the start, its middle, and started exploding, but never stopped exploding. I have no idea what caused that.
Oh no!
Get fucked.
It was shattered.
Don't worry, I'm sure Shadow Kirby will help out by dying and giving you an invincibility power-up that runs out in the next room. Don't worry.
What? Oh. No. He's terrible. Alright.
3, 4.
Well, maybe it's like, you know, an opposite world, so in this world he's actually, like, strong.
Yeah. You still had stuff to get.
Well, that was silly.
Huh. This isn't over. Bye.
We're going back to
Are
the
you gonna
white
put
void.
me back to one person again? Nah.
Oh! Kirby's pretty chill about splitting up. He's done it before. We're gonna eat some speed. Oh, right, okay. Well, alright.
You did it.
It's like the quick draw thing, but with 4 people.
Crackety hack. Crackety hack around the track. Oh, this one is just straight up ripoff.
Ripping off his own game. They're just like, huh? Oh.
Whee.
This is level 3.
Yeah, it's level 3. That just means CPU difficulty.
They love these sub games.
Yeah, I don't know. They just do.
Just like, all right, well.
Oh yeah, you have to wait for the rest of them to finish. Oh.
All right, well.
Well, which is the most murderous ability?
Oh, yeah. That does seem to
Fire.
just
That's interesting.
It did just seem to murder things. Case in
Be
point.
a trick to it or something, because
No, it's just...
like, you see how he's kind of, like, recoiling back? Maybe he's just mashing the button or something?
no idea.
Because I don't remember fire being that stupid in this game. Ow, my back. Ow, my back.
Jeez.
Ow, my back. If all else fails, use fire.
Oh.
Help me!
Wait,
We got one. Okay.
yeah, where were they? Or is that just like how that works here? Was we could have called one in?
Maybe. I don't know. I guess we can't do the big deeps because we're not on the ground, so we can't do that weird
Yeah.
thing we were doing.
Whatever it is we're doing. I just realized it actually point out what area that was in. I guess it just literally loads that room.
Yeah, why not? Nice callback. Well, the fact the crowd is completely stationary. is
Yeah.
kinda weird.
It's not even a particularly good-looking background either. There's something about it that just doesn't... I don't know.
So, does it seem like we're dropping it every time we get hit?
No, I don't think so, but...
Are you sure? Does seem like it.
Oh, it does? No, yeah. I know with this area, yeah, that definitely seems... That sounds right.
Hello, I'm here.
Bomb. What if... Would they just do like a choreographed dance on the top right of the screen? Like, what the fuck is that?
It's laughable how weird the enemies are, the allies are in this fucking game. You ate me!
Just water gunned him to death.
I wonder who this could be. Well,
My
fuck
fire.
my ability, I guess. Nothing like a boss endurance off script.
It even has a projectile, jeez. Oh, suppose that makes sense.
Welp.
Are they going for the maximum tomato?
It almost looked like that.
Wait, why did they get beam?
I don't know. Maybe one of the projectiles that Krakow has? Sounds like Krakow.
It's so silly. Speaking of things that are silly. Oh, do we get to fight the Dark Mind in his 6 phases?
Yup.
Oh no. Yep, teleporting.
I got it. Yeah, that can. If he pulls back while you're doing that fireball, you will run out inside him and get hit.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, okay, good.
No
Don't
one's
worry,
got
we're here
cook.
to bake him a cake.
Oh. What the? Huh? Alright. Oh, it's just like the laser enemy, but like as a boss. Would he get cooked back?
Yeah. There we go.
Wow.
Hey, you could be really low here, so,
Hey, that's not bad.
Also, I like how they have food pickups just for cook.
Yeah.
This music sounds like it might have been kind of cool if they didn't have the weakest instruments ever for it.
Yeah. This game's sound design is just weird.
It's the GBA sound in general,
Yeah.
but there was some good stuff in there.
I feel like a lot of this boss fight just doesn't have sound effects. No red, though.
That fucker died. We're normal, totally normal.
Green's dead. It's all up to me. I did it.
I'm the one who gets things done around here.
You are
Here's
champion.
the trophy.
Fight the bosses and beat them. Wow.
Optionally, beat them.
Ideally, yeah. That game was weird.